Greetings everyone. So today we are focusing on monohybrid crosses. So before we do anything, we need to understand what are monohybrid crosses. Then after that, we're going to try and unpack this example here. So firstly, we need to understand that monohybrid crosses refer to the reproduction between two individuals where we are concerned with inheritance of one feature or trait. So two individuals are crossed concerning with only one feature. If it's eye color, it's eye color only, nothing else. If it's height only. Whatever that we are concerned about, it must be one feature at a time. So we call those monohybrid crosses. Let's look at this example now, and we will try to unpack it. They are saying a heterozygous red flower. Very important. Heterozygous. We have to think about what do we know about heterozygous. So with heterozygous, we know it means different. Something about it, like it will try and represent things that are different. That's what I'm trying to say. And what we also know about heterozygous in the context of genetics is that whatever genotype we will use to represent the features that are described as heterozygous, we will use as this means different. That means we will also use our alphabets in a format that they won't be the same. When I say they won't be the same, I'm not saying it will be two different alphabets. No, because it's monohybrid crosses. It will be the same alphabet, but in different cases, a lowercase letter and an uppercase letter, or a capital letter and a small letter. So every time when they talk about heterozygous, you know it's gonna be small plus capital. So they are saying heterozygous red. That means red is the dominant one. Why am I saying red is the dominant color? Because as much as this is a heterozygous condition, meaning there is another different allele, but in the phenotype, red is expressed. That means red is dominant over whatever other color we may find in the statement. So we already know that red is dominant. Okay, let's move forward. A heterozygous red flower is crossed with a white flower. Oh, now we get the second color, which is white. Meaning white is recessive. Because why do we say white is recessive? Because in that case of heterozygous, they said heterozygous, they said red. What does heterozygous mean? Heterozygous means different. But as much as, what does different mean? In the context of genetics, it means there will be a small letter and a capital letter, meaning both a dominant and a recessive allele. That means it includes both. Okay, let me rub that off. Both dominant and recessive. And we know the law of dominance. It says only that the dominant allele will be expressed in the phenotype in heterozygous condition. Now this is heterozygous condition, and they are saying this flower turned out to be red. That means red is dominant. Then is crossed with a white. Remember, it's monohybrid. That means we are concerned with color of the flower only, nothing else. Then we know now white is recessive, because the fact that they are mentioning a different color from red, that means there is no dominant allele there for the color of the flower. Because if the dominant allele was there, then it would be expressed in the phenotype. The fact that white is expressed in the phenotype, that means the allele that is dominant is not there, meaning white only consists of recessive alleles. We can go back to what we chatted about in our last lesson, where we said something about the cat and the mice sort of theory, that you can only see the mice when the cat is not there, meaning the mice will not expose themselves if the cat is there, because the cat will actually eat them, or it will dominate them. So the fact that white is there, that means red, or the allele, the dominant allele, to be concise, the dominant allele for the flower color is not there. That's why the recessive one, which is white, is expressed. That is how we reached that conclusion. Okay, now I'm gonna wrap that off, and we will unpack, or rather we will answer the question by crossing white and as well as red. So now we know the phenotype, the genotype I mean, for red. Because it's heterozygous condition, I choose to use R to represent our alleles for eye color, not for eye color, for flower color. Remember, you choose any alphabet you want to choose if they haven't given you, and you stick to it. And know that the allele doesn't really have to be R and W at the same time. It's either R only or W only that you will choose to use. Reason being, this is the allele for one feature, so you can't have two different alphabets, because this is a monohybrid cross. That means we are concerned with only one feature, so only one alphabet should be used. So for red, they said red is dominant, so I'm going to say R, capital letter R, because that's what they mean by saying heterozygous. Then white, I already know white is a recessive, and like I don't need to say homozygous when I say recessive, because by saying recessive, it's already homozygous. Because if it wasn't homo, then I would have said hetero. So with recessive, obviously it's homo, then it's gonna be the small letters. The capital letter won't be here. Reason being, if the capital letter was here, this wouldn't be white, but rather it would be red. So we will be crossing capital letter R, small letter r with two small letter r's. But I'm just gonna wrap this off and I will do the crossing. So let's try and answer the question. So we already have our phenotypes, because in our crossing we need the phenotype. So we are crossing red with white. That's our phenotype. And if you see red, white, that is color. That means this is a monohybrid cross, because we are concerned with only one feature, which is the color. Genotype, red is capital letter R, small letter r times the small letter r's, which is white right there. Then meiosis, like meiosis actually separates our gametes, because if you think about Mendel's law of segregation, you will know that during gamete formation, alleles segregate so that each gamete contains only one allele of a gene. For example, like let me say the formation of any gamete, like for formation of a child, there should be a gamete from the mother's side, that's maternal, and the father's side, which is paternal, in sexual reproduction to be specific. So then segregation says, for example, for eye color, there should be only one allele for eye color in your mom's gametes, as well as one allele of eye color in your father's gametes, so that when the gametes of your father are mixed with the gametes of your mother, then there will be two alleles of that feature. Then the strongest will be, or the dominant will be, expressed in the phenotype. Because if there is more than one allele in a gamete, that means it's already decided that you will have exactly that feature, because they are two already. And if another parent comes with another two while the other one came with two as well, then that means now we have four. So the alleles are two more. Then if that's the case, that's when it will result in certain conditions that are caused by like the genetic material being more than what it is supposed to be. So after meiosis, the gametes will actually separate. Then we can start with this, or we can start with this, any. I choose to start with the first one. So here we will have R. Here we will have R, because I'm starting with this one. Okay, let me do this. Okay, so here we have small letter R, small letter R. So let's cross this and this. It's gonna be RR, this and this, with small letters, this and this, small letter, capital letter, because it's the combination of this as well as this. Then that and that will have the small letter R's. Then that means, then now F1 phenotype. F1 is like the first filial generation, because these were the first parents. So these are first children. That's the first filial generation. They are saying phenotype. I don't like to go to phenotype first. Let me say genotype first, because the genotype determines the phenotype. So genotype, we have 2 capital letter R, small letter r, then 2, 2, that's it. Then what does capital letter R, small letter r mean? Means red, because like neglect heterozygous, because in heterozygous condition you will still call it red because red is dominant over white. Then we've got 2 red and 2 white. That's all for the day, and I think when we chat again we will focus on the types of dominance, blood grouping, and the rest of other topics. Otherwise, for now, we're done.